Welcome to the video. The gang's all here. Several people have wanted me to do some of the finds on the dumpster dive, so I've got my Topo Chico. I've been mowing the lawn. I've been dumpster diving. I've been painting rocks and putting them out, and that's taken up the whole day. I guess that's called luxury when you can do stuff like that. I could just do it all the time. Basically, the competition, I don't know if he's working extra hard because he's around, his truck is working, and I just don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that not the two managers, but just the main boss came from the little town she lives in, and the last time I saw him there, he had the hood up and he pretends his truck is broken down, or I don't know what he does, and he stays there at that dumpster like for 2 hours. And in the middle of the day when they are trying to take donations in, at the back, they take it at the back of the store, and that's where he's at with the dumpster. So I saw that. I'm just like, all these years, and he comes along and is able to do that. And I always just waited until the managers were gone, because the store closes, then the managers leave about an hour later, and you're only dealing with other dumpster divers then, but not him. I just hope he overstepped his boundary, because I just never could believe that they would put up with that. So today was a day like the old days. I used to get a truckload, depending, and with different managers, because it's a small, tiny thrift store, and they get a lot of donations. I think it's dropped off because these managers, the store is not what it used to be. You cannot find a single piece of gold or silver, any kind of nice gemstones, and it used to be full. They used to have a tray full of silver. They had gold, turquoise. Couldn't afford it. I just would look, And then when they threw out, like what I got today, there would be some silver in there that they didn't want to clean, or they just didn't see it, or whatever, because those people didn't take it somewhere else and liquidate it. So anyway, having said that, let's look at this. This is really nice. It works just fine. These are really weird. It took me a minute to figure out how to do it. But look how clean and everything. So, still has the little rubber. I don't know how old it is. Great condition. And I'm not sure if this is Swiss, like a Swiss Army knife thing. I don't really see. Let me see if it says something on here. I don't see anything other than that. And that logo is usually on Swiss Army knives. Maybe I'm wrong. This whole pile I just looked at, it's all silver plate. All of it. So they're going through stuff looking for sterling. That's what that is. Otherwise you wouldn't have it all like that. And that's their business. This is a lemon wedge server, and I'm surprised this wasn't broken, but both of them were working today. It's really pretty. Some that are not so pretty go for about $21 on Etsy. But this one, whoops, I'm sorry. I just knocked this one is pretty. It's just really pretty, but there is no maker's mark. Here's that gorgeous Ecuador copper and brass. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, copper is expensive now. Look at it. It's just beautiful, and it hangs. Something was, no, that's not, that was just how they put these on. So they have some relief to them. I have not looked that one up. They did try to sell this. This color is when, you know, I've been in there and looked before, but it's all silver plate, made in Hong Kong. So this is probably brass, and I'm probably going to scrap it because I don't think I can sell it. I've had silver plate before. Here is that amazing vintage. Oh, it's like a dragon. Maybe it is a dragon and not a bird. I don't know. Brass fan. Made in Taiwan. That's heavy. That's too nice to scrap. Then this, like an Easter hat or something. It's quite something. It's in good condition. Oh, and you might see a little bit of dirt on things. They like tore open their, I believe, Sue, I think you might have seen this cream bowl. It's actually like, here's what it is, Hager. And it's got a bunch of damage on it. I can't really sell it. If it's in better condition, it goes for about $17. A lot of crackling. It would make a good thing to put a plant in if you didn't want it to get wet everywhere. I remember seeing these things. I might look that up because this is in good condition. In the past, $12.50, okay. $12.50 for what? Wait a minute, there's some marks here. I don't know if they know that the lion, and I do not see a lion, I'm just thinking, wait a minute, just let me see. I'm about to have a fit. Hold on. Oh, Leonard silver, but it's probably plated, but isn't the lion, I'm gonna have to look this up. Because this I don't think would be silver. Let me find it. Here it is. The lion, is that not the lion that means silver? Leonard silver. I don't know about this one. Probably silver plate. But I don't know. I can use some help looking that one up. Because a lot of times in Europe, is it a lion? It's something that means sterling. So I don't want to get excited because I just don't know. It's more expensive because it's footed. Has some feet on there. I mean, as far as they're concerned. So in the old days, you know, they would throw it out, but now these ladies just kind of a funny sign. Some nice material. And some more flowers and things. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I've tried selling material online and I just haven't hit my stride on that. I haven't been able to do it. This is the jacket comes off, but it's pretty interesting. 1962. I think somebody would like that, even though the jacket comes off. Little souvenir of Paris. Probably have to just take that to the, probably not a date, to the little book thing where I take books. Napoleon. Library book. This is an interesting book. It's about people in East Texas, and I'll probably sell it. It's published in '64, and it's about the Devereaux and century or more of East Texas. I think it. I don't know. It's got a lot of information in it. I want to read it actually. These are like envelopes or something that go with this paper. I just don't know that it's in good enough condition. This is a little dirty right here, but you know, I don't know. The paper's just so weird. It looks like it's worn out, but that's the kind of paper it is. So, remember how I told y'all that autographs find me? Well, that's broken. Oh, I don't want those to fall out. Oh my. I'm gonna have to fix that. Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Cinderella's in here too. I gotta find Cinderella. Snow White. This is bugging me that it's loose like that. Here she is. Love, Cinderella. Somebody's gonna want to buy that, don't you think? I don't know when that was, but I kind of like that. This is worth about $19. Meadowbrook by William Rogers. It's got a little bit of a dent, so I don't know. A little bit of a ding there. Believe it or not, I looked these up, and these little vintage cooking pouches sell. I don't know what year this is. 60s, 50s. I don't know. I'll put it on there, and the collector that collects these will know if they have this one or not. I couldn't really find this color, but I didn't spend a long time because it's my phone and it's tiny. So back in the day, my story is I used to when there was a throwout like that, there would be sterling, generally, and I averaged sterling silver twice a month, gold probably every 3 months. And I almost thought I had it today. This thing was all folded up. I didn't know what it was, so I undid it, and this little charm up here was stuck in there. And I was like, this could be my sterling, but he's not sterling. Two of these I think I can sell, new in package. Then these are made in Taiwan, so they're vintage. They say Ralph on them, and they're that fake tortoise shell. Speaking of, the guinea hen's doing good. So, this is rough over in here, but it says Frame Hong Kong, and I can't, this is Ralph, and then this is Ralph. I don't know what this says. But I think they'll clean up okay. We'll see if I can make any money on that. Here's the little sewing kit. I don't think the buttons are old. There's a thimble in there, which I doubt it's sterling. This just looks like, you know, somebody had a little sewing kit they bought. It's brass. It's heavy. I didn't think it would be this nice, actually. I'm trying to downsize, and I used to have like sewing stuff that I would put in lots, but everything's taking up too much room. That's kind of old. Houston. And we've got a calendar from 1965. A wise man will make more opportunities than he finds. That's our spiritual word for the day. Oh, there's several. I like those. Old leather wallet. This, I was sort of hopeful, but it's not. And then it did say something, which was Winlock patent number. For the keychain. And unfortunately I left the top in the dumpster, but I'm not going to be able to sell that. That'll probably just go in my keychain thing for now, or I don't really know. We got some frankincense and myrrh, y'all. It smells real strong. It's like a soap or something, handmade. And my friend said that may be blessed or something. I don't know. Real strong. We got a pretty avocado green Tupperware. I don't like Tupperware. I stay away from it. But this one, if I could clean it up a little bit, it's really nice. Just the color is that classic 60s color, isn't it? And then you got the words Tupperware, and this thing, like, I don't know if you store something in there. I don't know what this one's for. I think that top will clean up a little bit, but this is something that hangs over the door, and then you hang stuff on it. I think we're going to use that. My sister, my friend. Oh, I didn't realize it had a little tag on it. Dominican Republic. So that's probably vintage. Look at this strange book. The Art Institute of Chicago, telling you how to pronounce artists' names. School, what school they were in. Here's this cute vintage little poodle dressed as Santa. Look at that thing. She is so he. You got your TV in the back and your presents. And somebody cherished this. This is a super nice frame. I am going to leave the dog in it. I'm not going to be, I'll put it on Etsy. It's very heavy brass. Very nice. And I'm not going to clean the brass. John was telling me how to use ketchup to clean brass, and I didn't want to tell him. You don't clean brass for the most part. I didn't tell him. He's doing good, and he's flirting with all the couple young girls that are coming through there. So he's moving on. There was one earring in this little bag, and I believe it's a Monet. It says Monet on the back of that thing. And then where this thing, I don't know how much, it's not worth that much, but it still has the paperwork. It looks really cool. Strange. I don't know, it's a little bit dirtier than I thought. It's LB 24. It's heavy, people don't want to pay to ship anything anymore, and it's heavy. So that's another problem. And then I have not gone through this bag of keys. Now they are brass, even though they're not a lot of weight. They may be worth more just selling them to somebody. There's somebody's back door key. I thought I saw an older one. It's a little bit older here. Maybe there'd be a key collector out there. And I've got a couple junk lots that I throw things in, so maybe somebody would enjoy these. These are older. Not super old. So that's where we're at. I think that's it as far as the stuff, the decent stuff. And, some other little odds and ends and some little junk lots. And, little wooden crafting things that you paint. So I really do hope that they've asked him not to come back or come back when they close, because I haven't seen him. And there's no evidence of him going there during the day like he used to always. I could drive through that other place, the other recycle place, and there would be a bunch of books, or they would be something sitting there. Nothing really great that I wanted, but, and then it always told me, yep, he's already emptied and rated the whole thing. So, hopefully my patience is paid off. And I mean, the dumpster was full to the top today. So much more in there that I was looking for jewelry. But mainly tonight is Saturday night, and the nighttime divers will clear it all the way to the bottom. I'll go tomorrow. There won't be anything in there but literally plastic and paper and trash. There won't be anything. The car seat, you know, there's baby car seat. There's all kinds of stuff in there. It's a honey hole. Always has been, no matter who the managers are. The only difference is in the past, and these managers have made mistakes and thrown stuff out. I mean, the one that was on the phone the other day in my competition, I got this before he got there, but he pulled up right after me. Still need to list this thing. This pen is worth about $380, and this case about $160, although this messed up right there. So it may not be worth that much, but you know, they still threw that out, but it wasn't marked. It was not marked 14K, and she was on the phone, and she did not look that up. So, all right, well, we're waiting on some jewelry to come from the shop Goodwill, because the junk jewels is just not happening over there where John's at. See y'all next time. Thanks for joining us.